Imagine walking into your own bathroom, the one place in your home that's supposed to be clean and private, only to find yellow splatters all over the toilet seat again. And the culprit? Your own twin brother, who denies it every single time. But what if you turn the tables, making him taste his own medicine in the most humiliating way possible? Buckle up, because this sister's revenge is petty, brilliant, and oh so satisfying. If you've ever felt that boiling frustration from someone else's laziness invading your space, or if you've dreamed of dishing out justice that sticks, hit that like button right now, subscribe for more epic revenge tales from Reddit, and let's dive into this story that'll have you cheering for karma by the end. Let me paint the picture for you. Our protagonist, let's call her Alex for the story, is a teenage girl living in a cozy suburban home with her mom, dad, and her twin brother Jake. Twins, right? You'd think that bond would mean respect, understanding, maybe even a little telepathic courtesy. But no. From the moment they hit puberty, Jake turned into this walking embodiment of entitlement, especially when it came to the bathroom they all shared. It started small, but it built like a storm cloud you can't ignore. Every morning, Alex would shuffle into the bathroom, still rubbing sleep from her eyes, only to feel that cold, sticky shock under her thighs as she sat down. On the seat. Not a drop or two. We're talking splatters like he'd been aiming with his eyes closed. Her stomach would churn, a mix of disgust and rage bubbling up. How hard is it to lift the seat or just aim? She'd mutter to herself, her reflection in the mirror showing furrowed brows and clenched fists. She'd wipe it down with toilet paper, the rough texture scraping against her skin, but the smell lingered, a pungent reminder that her own brother couldn't be bothered. She tried talking to him first, of course. One evening, after another messy discovery, she cornered Jake in the kitchen. He was lounging on a stool, scrolling through his phone, crumbs from his snack dotting his shirt. Jake, seriously, the toilet seat is covered in pee again. It's gross, and it's gotta stop. Her voice was steady, but inside, her heart pounded with that powerless frustration. The kind where you feel small in your own home. He didn't even look up. Wasn't me, he shrugged, popping another chip into his mouth. The crunch echoed like a slap. Maybe it's Dad. Or you. Girls pee weird sometimes. Alex's cheeks burned. Betrayal hit her like a wave. This was her twin, the kid she'd shared everything with growing up, from secrets to scraped knees. Now he was gaslighting her over something so basic. She felt undervalued, disrespected, like her words didn't matter. That night, she lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, her mind racing. Why does he get away with this? Why am I the one cleaning up his mess? She escalated to Dad next. Bursting into the living room where he was watching TV, remote in hand, she laid it out. Dad, every day there's pee on the seat. It's unhygienic, and Jake won't admit it's him. Can't you make him stop? Her voice cracked a little, the embarrassment seeping in. Admitting this family flaw out loud made her feel exposed. Dad sighed, pausing the show. Jake, get in here, he bellowed. Jake slouched in, hands in pockets, that innocent smirk plastered on. Dad lectured him. Clean up after yourself, son. It's not rocket science. Jake nodded, mumbling apologies, but his eyes rolled when Dad turned away. Alex felt a flicker of hope, but deep down, she knew it wouldn't stick. And sure enough, the next morning. Same yellow stains, mocking her from the porcelain. This cycle repeated, wearing her down like sandpaper on skin. She'd spot the mess, her pulse quickening with anger, and yell for Jake. Get in here and clean this up. He'd storm in, face reddening. It's not me. Why do you always blame me? His voice would rise, defensive and whiny, but she'd stand her ground, arms crossed, staring him down until he grabbed the cleaner, muttering curses under his breath. The denial infuriated her most. That lack of accountability, like he thought he could just lie his way out and she'd buy it. It made her feel invisible, her complaints dismissed as nagging. But the breaking point, that came when her friends were over. It was a rare girls' night. Laughter filling the living room, snacks scattered, the kind of evening that made her feel normal. One of her closest friends, Sarah, excused herself to the bathroom. Minutes later she returned, whispering to Alex with wide eyes. Girl, there's pee all over the seat in there. Like, everywhere." The words landed like a punch to the gut. Alex's face flushed hot, a wave of humiliation crashing over her. Her home, her sanctuary, now a source of judgment. She imagined Sarah telling others, the whispers spreading. "Alex's house is gross." That night, after everyone left, she sat on her bed, tears pricking her eyes, fists clenched in the sheets. Enough, she thought. He needs to feel this embarrassment. He needs to pay. The plan formed in her mind like a spark igniting dry tinder. Petty. Absolutely. But justified. In her eyes, yes. After months of his sloppiness and lies, it was time for justice. She started small, testing the waters. Every time she'd use the bathroom after cleaning his mess, she'd grab a spray bottle from under the sink, filled with water, and mist the seat liberally. For extra flair, she'd add a drop of yellow watercolor from her art supplies. Not too much, just enough to mimic the real thing. Her heart raced as she did it, a mix of guilt and glee. If he won't own up, let's see how he likes being accused, she thought, suppressing a smirk. She was careful, timing it so he wouldn't suspect her. And oh, the results were golden. Jake would discover the mess. His face twisting in confusion. "What the? It's not me," he'd protest when Dad walked in on it. Dad's voice boomed. "Clean it up, Jake. I'm tired of this." For once, Jake's denials were true, and Alex watched from the hallway, biting her lip to hide her satisfaction. It was petty revenge at its finest, flipping the script and making him taste the frustration she'd swallowed for so long. But 3 days ago, the real stuff appeared again. She'd seen him exit the bathroom, and there it was, undeniable. Her resolve hardened. "Time to level up," she whispered to herself, adrenaline surging. The opportunity struck like lightning when Jake's friends showed up for a gaming session. Laughter echoed from the living room as they piled in with controllers and snacks. Alex waited, her plan locked and loaded. She slipped into the bathroom, sprinkled her fake evidence. Extra generous this time, even letting a few drops hit the floor for drama. Then, casual as could be, she strolled into the living room, right in front of his buddies. "Jake, dude, why didn't you wipe the seat after you pissed all over it? It even got on the floor. Come on, aim better next time." Her voice was loud, laced with mock concern, but her eyes sparkled with triumph. The room went silent. Jake's face drained of color, his controller frozen in his hands. His friends exchanged awkward glances, one stifling a snicker. "It's not me. Seriously, what the fuck? It has to be Dad." Jake stammered, his voice cracking, cheeks blazing red. Alex leaned in, feigning innocence. "Bro, I literally saw you leave the bathroom. It's okay, we all have weird habits, but you gotta stop for real." The words hung in the air. His friends now openly grinning, the humiliation sinking in like quicksand. Later, alone in the hallway, Jake confronted her. His voice low and desperate. "It really isn't me. It has to be Dad." Alex just shrugged, her internal victory dance in full swing. He'd been assuming it was Dad all along, too scared to call him out. But now, the embarrassment hit home. Since then, besides her setups, he's been scrubbing that seat spotless. Mission accomplished. With a side of sweet, sweet justice. Stories like this remind us that sometimes, a little taste of your own medicine is the best teacher. Karma doesn't always need grand gestures. It thrives in the petty details. What do you think? Was her revenge fair, or did she go too far? It's all about that balance of justice in the everyday chaos. If this tale of twin turmoil and triumphant payback had you fist-pumping or cringing in recognition, smash that like button and drop a comment below. What's the most satisfying revenge you've ever pulled off or witnessed? Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more Reddit revenge stories that hit right in the feels. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.